Hey, good evening. First Alert meteorologist Fred Campagna. I want to give you an update on what we're looking at for this New Year's weekend. Some rain is developing on schedule for us this evening. Right now it's southwest of Atlanta, but it is closing in, and it's the start of a little less than 24 hours of some unsettled weather. I think by this time tomorrow evening we should be drying out pretty nicely, and it does look like it is going to be mainly or all dry for anyone who's going out for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, there are some subtle changes to the forecast, and I'll tell you about that coming up here in the next few minutes. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Put them in the Facebook Live comments. I'll check on the YouTube chat as well and can answer any of those questions that you may have. So let's get to the weather graphics here, show you what we're looking at right now. That rain's starting to get closer to Atlanta. It's not terribly heavy right now. No thunder or lightning being reported. Watching that cell near Thomaston where there's a little slightly heavier downpour showing up. Carroll County right now getting some wet weather. Heard County is moving into the southwestern part of Coweta County and parts of Meriwether County too. So this is all coming in southwest to northeast here, heading up in this direction pretty clearly, and we're going to deal with it during the late evening hours and overnight tonight. All right, let's talk about what is coming our way for tomorrow, and that's scattered showers for anyone who's tailgating outside of the Bends ahead of the Peach Bowl. The shower threat starts to diminish, though, by about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it looks like it'll be dry for New Year's Eve. Mild, too. Temperatures in the 60s during the day, and then mid-60s, it looks like, New Year's Eve for that peach drop in Atlanta. So it does look like we're going to be in pretty decent shape here for tomorrow evening's weather as we ring in 2023. Hard to believe, but here it comes. Happy New Year, Lonnie. Thanks for hanging out this evening, and I got a question in from Christian as well, and I hope I just answered that one for you, talking about tomorrow evening. Let me show you some other weather graphics here, give you an idea about what we're going to see. Well, we'll start with temperatures outside right now. If you need to step out this evening, or if you're going out later on this evening, it is still mild out there, 55 to 60 degrees in the Atlanta metro area, and even warmer to the south. Notice the forecast, though, over to the left, some showers around during the overnight as temperatures fall into the middle 60s overnight tonight. That rain coming in is part of a system that's going to bother us again for about the next 18 hours or so into tomorrow afternoon. Let's go hour by hour. You can see that rain around at 11 o'clock this evening, and then during the overnight, still some scattered showers, maybe the rumble of thunder too for us early tomorrow. As the day goes on tomorrow, those showers become pretty widely scattered during the afternoon. 3 o'clock, still a few around. Temperatures between 60 and 65 tomorrow. So another relatively mild day for us. So you won't really need the heavy jacket tomorrow. You'll need the rain jacket at times, but most of the time you can just get by with a light sweatshirt, maybe even less than that. So not a bad day if you can dodge the showers to be out and around. Heading into tomorrow evening, notice how there are fewer showers showing up, and our first alert expires tomorrow evening. And by midnight, the temperature will likely be in the low to mid 50s, the low 50s up northeast Georgia in the mountains, 56 or so in Atlanta at midnight. Watching for some low clouds that could have an impact on fireworks displays tomorrow evening, and those will be around, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Hopefully you won't be in an area where there are low clouds that could dim the viewing of those fireworks displays that could be happening around midnight. Notice 7 o'clock Sunday morning, thick cloud cover, maybe even some fog developing Saturday night and into Sunday morning. We don't get really a surge of some very dry air moving in overnight, so that's why I'm slightly concerned about the low clouds and fog for the fireworks, and then I think there's a better chance of seeing those low clouds and that fog first thing on Sunday on New Year's Day. Now, maybe you're not out of bed 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Day, especially if you do go out and celebrate the new year. So it might be a good morning to sleep in, just given how gray it'll be early in the day. As the day goes on, those clouds will break up, but it could be a slow process. So upper 50s, low 60s, 1 in the afternoon. I think the best part of Sunday, the best part of New Year's Day will be later on in the day. 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when I think we have the best chance of seeing some sunshine, and the temperature up to around 65 degrees. Here's another look at the New Year's Eve forecast. Notice our rain chances, they go down into 10% and then 0 by midnight, and our temperatures are in the upper 50s and then falling into the middle 50s as we go through. So compared to where we were a week ago, it should be a pleasant night to be out and around North Georgia. No matter where you are, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape for New Year's. Won't have to deal with wet roadways, driving home 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever it is that you're heading home if you're going somewhere for New Year's Eve. Here's a look at the forecast into early next week, and it stays dry, really warm on Monday. Scattered showers and storms on Tuesday. First alert for Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a slow-moving system in that time frame. Probably going to pick up the way it looks right now between the two systems, somewhere between about 1 and 3 inches of rain between the two systems. The rain moving out later on Wednesday, and then some chilly weather does return for us late next week, so that temperature will be tumbling again. I would not call it cold, though, compared to what we dealt with earlier this month, just about a week ago. So look at the temperatures here, mid 60s to around 70 for highs right through Wednesday, even with 3 of the next 5 days featuring first alerts. First alert for the showers on Saturday. Sunday, Monday look dry. Showers and thunderstorms possible Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have to watch that Tuesday, Wednesday system to see how it evolves. There is a low chance that it could lead to eventually some severe weather in parts of North Georgia, but it doesn't look like it's super likely right now. And then the temperature down to 55 on Thursday as we dry out. Speaking of severe weather, as far as tomorrow is concerned, notice how the risk of it is greater over parts of middle and south Georgia for Saturday. And when we zoom in a little bit closer here, this does include a few of the counties that we cover. So Putnam and Jasper counties, Greene County, as well as Upson County and parts of Pike and Lamar in the very southeastern part of Butts County, very southeastern part of Meriwether County, also in this level 1 risk of severe storms. So there's the outside chance that one of the storms tomorrow morning, midday hours does become a little bit stronger or borderline severe, with the main threat being straight line damaging winds. You may remember it was just a year ago on New Year's Eve that we dealt with some tornadoes, 3 of them, I believe, in North Georgia. I'm working tomorrow. I don't want to see a repeat of that at all. I know you don't want to see a repeat of that at all, and with a little bit of luck, we won't be seeing a repeat. But the tornadoes we had last year also came on a day when the severe risk wasn't particularly high. So we're in that second severe season, and this is always the time where we need to kind of be keeping an extra close eye on the First Alert radar. Good idea to download the First Alert weather app if you haven't already. That's a great resource. You can get an updated forecast at any time. I'm just trying to show you what it looks like here in general. So it's just search First Alert Weather, Atlanta News First, in the App Store, Google Play. You'll be able to get it. Notice that hourly forecast, rain coming in for us, rain chances going up overnight tonight, temperatures staying in the middle 50s. That's the actual hourly forecast that we're looking at, by the way, for Atlanta. And showers around tomorrow, temperatures in the middle 50s at 9 o'clock in the morning. But you can get the severe weather alerts. You can get rain alerts, you can get lightning alerts on the First Alert weather app. So it's a great resource to have. I highly recommend downloading it. I think it's a great weather app. Plus, we do these short 1-minute video updates several times a day. So if you just need to very quickly get a very updated forecast that's never more than a few hours old, you can do it in the First Alert weather app. All right, so that's about what we're looking at. Starting to get ready for our newscast coming up at 9 o'clock on Peachtree TV, 9 to 10, and then 10 to 11. And then we're on WANF. Tonight at 11 o'clock for your 11 o'clock news. We'll have an update on that. Previewing the big weekend in Atlanta with the Peach Bowl tomorrow and then the Peach Drop tomorrow night. Both of those happening tomorrow evening and night. Sunday, New Year's Day, again, temperatures eventually into the mid-60s, but I think we're going to be slow out of the gate on New Year's Day. That seems about right for many people after going out and doing a little bit of partying on New Year's Eve. Monday, the warmest of the next 7 days. Scattered showers and storms in the forecast for Tuesday and for Wednesday. First alerts for both of those days. And then it turns seasonably cool for us as we hit late next week. So we've had a lot of weather that has been either extremely cold or extremely warm in the last couple of weeks, but it looks like the end of next week is when we'll see weather that is actually pretty typical for early January with those high temperatures in the middle 50s and low temperatures settling back into the 30s on Friday morning. By the way, the climatologically coldest part of the year is coming up for us in the next couple of weeks, and then after that, it should gradually start to get a little bit warmer on average. That's not to say we can't have any really cold weather late in January, during February, or even into early March. We've seen that in the past. All right, Happy New Year. I'll see you on the TV tonight, starting at 9 o'clock on Peachtree TV.